Hi, Ida.
Hi, Nicole, and welcome back to Bitch Be Grateful. Today we are giving you part two on our 2025 review because we had so much to say
We
about
talked your
this
ear
year.
off.
We could go on and on and on reviewing 2025.
So we broke it up into two pieces, and here is part two of our 2025 review. We hope you enjoy it. But I want to hear you. Okay, so what are your 2025? Let's see some of your highlights, some of your favorite lessons that you learned. Um, I want to hear it. We all want to hear it. Tell us, Ida la
Yeah,
vida.
Ida la vida.
La vida.
I genuinely feel like 2025 for me, it's a year that is really hard to kind of wrap my head around because
Mm-hmm.
genuinely I feel like it's been the longest year of my life. And on the other side, I feel like and it's over. I'm
Yeah.
genuinely just like because preparing for this episode, I was sitting thinking like, oh, what did actually happen this year? One of my highlights is that in February I went for a month to Amsterdam. Just short like information. I live in
Mhm.
Barcelona. So I
Oh,
swapped my
yeah.
room for a person in Amsterdam. So she stayed in my room in Barcelona. I stayed in hers in Amsterdam. And when I thought about it, it's like, but wasn't that last year? And I'm like, no, that was this year. But it like genuinely just
I was
feels like a
thinking
different
that was
person.
last year.
Yes, right. And I have a video, a tapping video that was uploaded in High Vibe Honey, which was my first ever like
Mm.
recorded tapping video. And even just the way I look, I'm just like, who are you? I'm just watching the video, being like, who are you? Who's that person on the video? And that's literally, yeah, 10 months ago. Like,
Oh my
literally 10
god.
months ago. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
"No, no, no. This is not from this year. Like, in what universe is that the same year? I don't get it."
That is so true though, because I was thinking, wow, we actually did submit our first videos this year. Like we started
This
our
year.
practicing our tapping this year. Oh
So in a way
man.
and this is gonna make me, like, almost embarrassed to say, me and Nicole did a 30-day Instagram challenge in August. Just there's so much information here
It's
that
so
you don't
much.
know.
I feel like how do we wrap up our year in like one
Yeah, I don't
episode?
even
Maybe we should
know.
make it a
It's
two-parter. I don't know about
impossible.
that.
In a way, I feel like there's like a post and pre, like Ida post and Ida pre Instagram.
Oh my god,
Because
that's
I
true.
genuinely feel like when I started like doing Instagram, and it has nothing to do with that I am on Instagram. It's just because I
Mhm.
pushed myself and I really like put myself out there. It
Mhm.
has opened something in me. Yeah, that genuinely before and after that challenge, I've changed. I'm different.
Mhm.
And I'm just like seeing that video from February, it's just my proof.
Yes, and like you said, it's not really about being on Instagram or like being like, "Oh my god, I got followers, so I'm just like a totally different person." Like, no, and by the way, I'm not hating on people for trying to get followers. It's like it's tough,
No.
It's
Yeah.
it's a skill set, okay, guys. Um, but it's really just like this relationship with visibility and seeing yourself in a different arena and seeing yourself in a different light. And I think that's what really feels like, wow, I've never seen myself like this, and
Mhm.
it makes me feel so different. And it can be, and social media can also be a very like scary place. And I'm no shame. I used to judge, the Instagram girls like back in the day and like people at their accounts and they're posting and like when I was growing up,
Mhm.
like the influencer thing, like you kind of make fun of them. Now everyone, is working on social media essentially. But when we did that challenge, I was sitting here, I was like, oh my God, like this takes so much courage and confidence and like sureness and skill. And yeah,
Yeah.
you can just make a video and throw it on there, but there's all these emotions when you're putting yourself online. And so it really like I said, forced us to see ourselves in a different way, think about ourselves in a different way. And it was fun too. And it just I think really that was a big switch for me. I don't know why I forgot to even mention it. Like it does feel like forever ago, but it was just August. But it was a big switch for me too. But it really made me feel like, wow, I can put myself out there. And not just on like a platform, but just in general, I can be comfortable being more myself in public and being out. It was just a blast. Like we had a really good time with it. And
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. It was so much fun.
But it really we had I think it was this idea of, like, getting comfortable, and this is part of the prep of 2025, in my opinion, is, like, getting comfortable with being visible because 2026 and no one's gonna be hiding. Like, I think you're like, you have to put yourself out there, you know? And I think this is
Yeah.
gonna be a big theme in 2026 for a lot of people is putting themselves back
Mhm.
out there, but in a very authentic way, in a way that feels good
Exactly.
to them. And that was
Yeah,
really the challenge, you know, that we had and that we wanted to create. It was like, okay, we're doing a 30-day Instagram challenge, but we wanted to feel authentic. We want to feel like we're putting us out there, you know? So it was,
yeah,
yeah. And I think it's just prep work for
100%.
2026.
And yeah, it has nothing to do with like fame or being an influencer or whatever. It's just the like
Yeah.
pure act of making that video, expressing something and
Mhm.
posting it and having people see that.
And I was gonna say when you were talking, it made me think like, you know, it's that idea of being comfortable being seen, but
Mhm.
getting comfortable isn't it's never, in my opinion, really about being comfortable with what like having other people see you and other people's opinions and things like that, even though that's a part of it. But it's being comfortable seeing yourself fully and being,
Yeah,
you know, even if you put a a video out there that's like, "Oh, man, maybe I did look kinda ridiculous in that," but I'm so comfortable with myself, I'm so comfortable with seeing every side of myself that I'm
yeah.
okay with it, you know, and you have to learn to really, truly, radically love and accept yourself, which is, you know, everything.
Exactly, and I genuinely feel like this is gonna be such a Leo thing, I just hear it in my head, but when I when I would record a video and I would post it and then I would look at it myself, I would literally, like, sit there being in love with myself, just like, "Oh my god, I'm so cute. Like, I'm so cute."
I
Like,
love
I would
that. I
never
literally
even
love that.
think, like, I would later on look at it being like, "Oh, you know, I would done this differently or whatever," but I would still just look at myself with, like, the heart eye emoji, you know, kind of just
Oh
like,
my
"Ah,
god.
she's so lovely." Just
And
like,
me over here
like a such a Leo thing to say,
my
but
Pisces
yeah, it's
self, I'm
true.
like, "Post it, swim away. Post it and swim away, and just close the app, get the
Yeah,
hell out of
yeah,
here.
yeah. You're just, like, up to the surface to, like, grab a bite and then down into the deep.
Back into my depths. Okay, we're good.
Yeah.
It went out there. I'm done. I'm never looking at it again."
See, but I think one of the biggest lessons that I have not that it's this year that I learned it, it's just that I'm
Mhm.
really embodying it and really understanding it, is
Mhm.
to, like, follow my intuition. I can say, like, with the hand on my heart, just, like, I truly followed my intuition this year,
Mhm.
and, for example, coming back to the fact that I went to Amsterdam was just an intuitive thought, and within, like, 3 weeks or something, I was in Amsterdam for a month.
Yep.
And I genuinely just really love that about myself. Again, a very Leo energy here now, but yeah. Whatever. Someone needs
No,
to
we
say
do
it.
love it. I
I'm
love it
kidding.
because it's true, you know, be like and, because, I mean, part of your purpose and we all go into this later, but really, like, you're just meant to go forward for other people to follow, and that's a beautiful thing, and you make it seem so easy because 'cause she'll just be like, "Yeah, I'll be sitting here and I'm like, I've been thinking about doing this for, like, 3 years. Still haven't done it." You know, it's like, "I thought about it 3 days ago. I'm already in Amsterdam. I'm
Yeah, exactly.
living my life, whatever," and it just happens like that.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay, let me think. Since reading lessons, some favorite highlights. Ida moved into a new apartment this year too. That was a huge
Yeah,
one.
a huge
Huge.
one, yeah. Because I was manifesting it and I really wanted to move into a new apartment, so it's the first
Yeah.
time I was living on my own. But yeah, then it happened and I was just like, "Oh my god, like, really?"
Oh, and it's so cute. It's so cute, guys.
Yes.
What is, like, one of your favorite memories of 2025? Like, one of those moments that just felt so good? I wanna hear.
Mm.
Mhm.
That's a very good question. I feel like I have to say, like, my first live in High Vibe Honey because that
Mm.
was just, like, a turning point. Again, kind of like a before and after version of
Oh,
myself, you know,
yeah.
going live because it was just crazy. It was crazy to just
Yeah.
be there live and then be done with it, being like, "Did I just go live?" So I think that must be my biggest highlight.
I think you're right, like, it was the most uncomfortable, wonderful moment I've ever had. Like, I was so happy to be uncomfortable. I was so happy to feel nervous. I was so
Yes.
happy to feel like, okay, I gotta get things ready. Like, I gotta do this. Like, I gotta put myself in the mindset. Like, I have to, I don't know how to explain it. It felt so exciting and it gave you so much adrenaline. And it felt like, yeah, this is the word. I have to push myself, like you have to do this on
Yeah.
camera, real time. So it was
Yeah.
something that a skill that I had to like learn and push myself to learn that I wouldn't do unless I
Mhm.
had an audience. So like,
Exactly, yeah, and I love that you said that with, like, so uncomfortable but so happy because that was a thing I
yes.
remember also if people would ask me before the live, like, "How are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm so nervous, but I love it," because you knew, yes, exactly that you were pushing yourself, like, you were pushing yourself, and I
Oh,
just knew this is gonna
yes.
teach me so much, I'm gonna grow so much these 3 months, and it was just really exciting.
And I think part of it too is it was like pushing yourself for me specifically, it was like pushing myself to trust me. Like, I had to trust myself to show up. I had to trust myself to help these people, in the way that
Mhm.
they need it. It's not really about you at all. Like, you're doing this for others. So even though it does it kind of like, yeah, it helps you too, but you're here for the audience. So like you have to trust yourself to be able to handle their energy and their problems and the things that they needed and to show up and be of service to other people. And for me, I was like, "Okay, I have to trust myself." And I think, like, a big to sum up 2025, like, being uncomfortably happy is probably, like, the
Yes,
full
I
sum of
love
2025. Being
that.
uncomfortably happy.
Yeah.
Being happy and uncomfortable, whatever. And then, yeah, learning to trust yourself because I think in 2026, one of the biggest themes is going to be self trust. And like you said, intuition is a big part of trusting
Yeah.
yourself and tuning into that intuition and tuning into what you have to say. I don't know. I have so many favorite memories, but I think I do want to share two of my favorite moments because one, I said my sister was pregnant.
Ooh.
And I went to my first
Aw.
ultrasound appointment ever in my life. I've seen it on TV, I've seen it everywhere, but if you don't know the baby, it just kind of looks like a little alien blob, let's be honest. But
Yeah.
once you know the baby, then you're like, "Oh my God." And I had one of those
That's so
surreal moments.
special.
Oh, it was so special with my sister, and I think one of my favorite moments was when she was driving me to the airport and I was like, "It's okay, 2026, like, one of my goals is to be able to visit you, like, at least every month or every other month." And the baby kicked when I said that, and I was just like, "Oh, that if that's not
I
God."
got the chills when you
I know, I was like,
said
if that's not God telling me, like, "You're gonna do it, girl," like, it's meant to be, and
Aw.
I feel like my sister, had me initiate my rich auntie life because this is something I've been manifesting for a long time, and now I have an actual nephew to be a rich auntie to, so it's just inevitable, it's gotta happen.
There.
Like, I've
Yeah.
already
Yeah,
stepped
yeah.
into it.
The universe is like, "Now's the time, Nicole."
There you go. And it was so sweet because too, the second favorite memory I was gonna say is, like, we went to go see my dad, and little backstory, I grew up with my dad and my sister mostly, and we had, like, this one last time where it was just me, her, and him, and we went bike riding, and we went to the beach, and we just did our Florida stuff that I grew up doing, and then now she has my nephew, so it's never really it's never gonna be exactly the same.
Yeah.
And I feel like God and the universe was just so kind to let me spend that time with them and then now give us, like, this awesome gift. So I'm trying not to cry on
Aw.
camera. But yeah, that was just, like, the
Yeah.
sweetest, most heartfelt moments of my year. And when I say, like, guys, the people you love are everything, like, they really are everything. Aside from your achievements
Mhm.
and, in this world, like, it's just nothing is better than just being loved by another human being and having them there, like, it's just amazing, you know? So, we've had such a good
Yeah.
time with you, it's been great,
Been great.
and you are an important person. Your time, your attention, your life is important, so make sure you pay attention to it, and don't ignore the signs of the universe. So,
Don't,
reflect,
don't. Don't.
tag us, share with us what you're doing, and overall, just have a really great time and be grateful that you're you have the gift of going into 2026 because you've made it this far, and that's amazing. And that in itself is
Yeah.
something to be insanely grateful for, guys. You're alive. Like, we're
Mhm.
here. Okay.
We're
We're here.
here.
This is awesome. We just want to remind you to have a good time, enjoy your New Year's, and
Be grateful, bitch.
there you go. It's been a
There
blast.
you
We'll see you guys
go.
next time. Bye.
Bye.